All of us have the potential to become a leader. I strongly believe, as is consistent with a lot of research, that leadership is something you learn. There may be some of us that have some characteristics that help us become leaders more easily, makes it a little bit easier. Public speaking is just one characteristic, or you may be really comfortable with others, very extroverted. That might help you in some leadership situations, since leadership is about other people. But leadership is a developmental process. It is not a destination, although many of us start thinking, well, once I'm a leader, it's all set. That's not true. Leadership is something you learn, you experiment. It's a process that all of us can get engaged in, and as we experiment, as we fail, as we succeed, we learn to become better leaders. So there are a lot of characteristics, a lot of behaviors, a lot of things that many of us can learn to become better leaders, whether it's a leader of a small team, of a small community, of your family, or a leader of a large organization. And actually one of the challenges that many leaders face is once you get a position that has a big title, that has a lot of status, many of us stop being able to experiment because people expect us to succeed. So actually one of the things that leaders in higher levels face is that they don't get much feedback and they don't often get an opportunity to experiment, and failure is so public and so painful that they try at any price to avoid it. But leadership is a process of learning, and you can't learn if you don't fail sometimes, if you don't experiment. So there are a lot of things that leaders can do. You need to be motivated to learn. That's a very important process. And the second one is you need to have the opportunity to learn, whether it's in a formal setting or even as a volunteer. So having the motivation, having the opportunity are the two key components in learning to become better leaders.